Readings by MJD. Did I get that right?
Yeah,
I hope I got it right.
Bit of a tongue.
I've only written it like 5 times today.
I would have just ran with it. I'm like, yeah, sure. Call me that tonight.
That's what
I've been called worse.
Oh, I can go with that if you like. PG, keep it PG. Speaking of PG, you got your wine there?
Yes, I have a cup. I thought I'd make it look a bit more professional.
And then I outed you.
Yeah, you pretty much did. I was going to say, I'm drinking like raspberry tea, but no. Those that know me know that I don't drink tea.
I've got a small bottle of water.
Yeah. Now I've done my water for the day.
Hello, Janine. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Welcome. There's already 10 people here, and I haven't even shared it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the way I roll.
I have lots to learn from you.
Oh, they used to call me sensei.
Oh, okay.
I was teaching in Japan at the time.
Yeah. No, I obviously have lots to learn. I see. That's okay.
Oh, I thought, look, it happens. There's always lots to learn. So tell me, what's your jam? What do you like to do reading-wise?
Good question. I'm not a mediumship as such, so any spirit-based crossed over John Edward type style readings I don't do, so save those for someone else. I work on energy. I'm an empath, so hi, Danny. I just saw Danny in there.
Yeah, Danny's there.
What do I do? I love career, all the typical ones, love career, direction, life goals. I'm a trained counselor, so I do help with life paths and just finding clarity. So if you're feeling a bit lost or don't know what to ask, I can kind of have a look. Ideally, if we can avoid, and here I have to talk to Elvis. No.
Not tonight.
No,
sorry, Andrew.
Is it Wonderland? Is that his thing? No. Graceland.
No. Graceland, that's right.
Graceland. Yeah, look, I ideally like specific questions, I think as we all like, but I'll do the generals if you really have nothing else to ask. Hi, Mystique.
Hey, Mystique.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like to say? I like to say to people, everyone has a question that they want to ask, but they might be a little bit not sure of what the answer is they're going to get.
Yeah.
Ask the question.
Yeah.
Wonderland was Michael Jackson. There you go.
I thought that was Neverland.
Oh, who knows? Wonderland was a fun park in Sydney a long time ago.
Neverland was Michael Jackson, and then Graceland was Elvis.
I like this topic.
Run away to Neverland.
Awesome. So if you have a question, ask the question. Get it out.
Yeah, ask the question. And if you can attach your star sign as well. I mean, not urgent, but it does help me tune in a lot quicker as well. If you can attach your star sign to, I don't need your date of birth, but if you can attach your star sign, it helps, but not important. I mean, it'll still come up, no worries. Neverland, definitely MJ, yeah. Yeah, because it's like Peter Pan and Neverland. Dollywood is Dolly Parton. Oh, I didn't know there was a Dollywood land. Is that real?
I have no idea.
You still like my shirt. I just saw Deke was, yes, I thought I'd wear this because everyone seemed to love my shirt. So I thought I'll bring it out. It's kind of like become my statement shirt, I think. I don't know. I'm just rolling with it.
Go with it.
If it gets the likes, no worries. I'll wear it. I did an extra.
And what on a Saturday evening?
You later. I like to have a glass of wine and unwind from the week of readings. That's what I like to do. What do you like to do on a Saturday night when there's no kids, if that's even the case?
My kids go to sleep pretty early, so I'm lucky in that. I like to spend time with my husband without someone going, Mom.
I thought today about
parents.
Yeah, I know. Just in case. I was sort of thinking about food today. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But then I'm always hungry, so
So are they, especially when one of them's avoiding his schoolwork. All right, let's get some readings on the road.
All right, I do have my cards here just in case.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. So Janine says, may I have some direction on work, please? I'm going to scroll and see if she put in her star sign.
That's okay. Direction in work. You're definitely changing, Janine, around your work there. Just waiting for some cards to flip out for you there. You definitely got some change. So
Taurus.
I know Taurus? Okay. Yeah. So money's really important to you at the moment. I'm just getting, get the next 5 weeks. You just had the 5 of there pull out from the cards here. And it's just talking about you probably really need to review your situation at the moment. I know you're not happy and I feel like you haven't been for quite some time, and that's okay. I mean, you know, not everyone loves their job and that's all right. But I think with you and COVID, I'm not sure what state you're based in, but there's definitely some change coming up around you around this. Give it the next, 5 to 6 weeks. I feel like more 5 weeks with you. The opportunity is going to come to you. What I'm being shown, I'm not sure if you work for a company where you can move to different departments, because they're showing me going to a different department. So you're kind of staying under the umbrella of the company that you're with, but you're going to move to a different department away from the negativity that you're currently facing. I don't know if it's your boss or second in charge, but one of the people that you report to is causing some issues with you at the moment, or there's just some trust or something there that you're just not really liking at the moment, and that's causing a domino effect in other areas and other sort of aspects of your work that cause other problems. You're not the only employee that feels like that, so much stress. But I do see this other opportunity being presented to you in the next, the next sort of 5 weeks, and then expect that sort of change and expect that to get better from there. But it's funny. I keep seeing you moving departments as opposed to actual companies. So look out for that. I get some direction around work. Yeah, I suppose that's really the only thing I'm hearing at the moment, Janine, around that is just expect to get better over the next 5 weeks and expect that to happen to you, and just like departments to be changed around that. I'll leave it there because there's not much else around that. It's just going to get better. Give it 5 weeks.
I keep hearing songs.
So do I.
Things can only get better.
Or in spirit.
No, my ears.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my headphones, so it's literally not in my...
So I'm like, okay. So in spirit then.
Yeah, sometimes it's linked to something we're talking about, and, you know, things can only get better.
I was speaking about Michael Jackson or Elvis.
We were speaking music before, so it makes sense. I'm going to have to research what that song is and who it's by, because I can hear it, but I can't remember anything else about it. All right. I'm going to put this one up because it caught my... It's the latest comment, but that's okay. All right. So,
okay, hello from... And you're a Gemini, which is interesting when you said the word...
Us or US.
I love how you got the word us and Gemini in the same sentence there, Anne, because Gemini has 2 sides, 2 people. Anyway, that's an inside joke. You may not get it. How soon will I hear from my love interest, Bob? I'm still drawn to the us part, and I don't know why that's attracting me. So I'm wondering who this is. You don't have to make that clear to me, but Spirit is drawing me to the us word there. So I'm wondering, I would like more information on the us. Anyway, is Bob with you? Is that why? Or are you currently with him? I know you're saying from my love interest, so it's kind of like, there seems to be some confusion there, and so I would want you to work on that around the us part, because that's obviously a big, it's probably a typo, which is really interesting. So it obviously happened for a reason. In regards to when you'll hear Bob, if you don't hear from me by this weekend, expect by midweek. I'm not sure. He's not. Okay. Expect. I'm getting in the next week, but I feel like you're not talking now. Okay. To change. Expect that to change. I feel like more time and more space is needed around this. So you need to allow him that space. So don't be afraid to just pull back a little bit at the moment, because you're not going to lose him overall. You're not going to, nothing is going to really change in your current circumstances now around this. It'll kind of just progress the same. But if you keep kind of reaching out and keep pushing that, they're showing me that you're just going to push him away even more. So give him that space that he needs right now. I think with COVID and other things happening at the moment, and there's some loss of work or some stress around the work around him at the moment, that he's just needing that time to really adjust is the word I kind of want to use here, but also just like breathe. Like I just feel like neither you are kind of breathing, and it's just very full on. See what happens this weekend, because they're showing me Saturday night something happening around the communication here. If not, expect by Wednesday the latest, because it's over the next kind of 5 days where you'll expect that to change. But give it time and allow yourself that time. Don't obsess and don't sort of sit and wait. So I just got distracted by Mystique's comment there. And yeah, look, give it the next couple of days, but pull back and just focus on you at the moment, my love, and just make you the main focus more, and just wait for him to reach out. But yeah, he's just going through some crap at the moment, and he just, once he kind of, because I feel like he kind of shuts down and gets stuck in his headspace. So once he kind of gets past that and, so to speak, gets over that, then you'll hear from him. So give it the next couple of days.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you to everyone for the song information.
What was the song? I think it's gone over my head.
The song actually called Things Can Only Get... Well, is it called that? Things Can Only Get Better?
Yeah.
That's who it's by. And then Mystique to the YouTube video.
Oh,
and the us part is that she's from the US.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello from the US.
Yeah. All right, let me see.
Now I've got that song stuck in my head.
You're welcome. I do that to people. I did it to my husband the other day. It was quite funny. He then had to go and play the song on YouTube.
Right. I looked at a unit to rent today and likes it, but there's another one we can't. Another one looking for properties. I think you can take this one, Eileen. Should he apply for the one today or wait? All right, let me read that again. Sorry. So your son's an Aquarius. He looked at a unit to rent today and likes it, but there's another one and we can't view it for almost 2 weeks. Should he apply for the one today or wait? Apply for the one today, Debbie. This will be a quick one. Apply for the one today, because it's going to take you at least 2 weeks. Eileen can tell you it's going to take at least 2 weeks before you probably hear back, or a week before you hear back. I think that just apply, because even if you get approved or pre-approved, you still have time to sort of decline or change your mind. So you're better off applying now and then either not hearing back or hearing back later than not applying and having no options in the end. Being the Aquarian that he is, don't expect, I know he likes to forward plan and forward think things and things, oh yeah, it's all going to work out, but then they don't tend to follow through at the last minute. So make sure that he actually does apply to this one. In fact, he should be doing it tonight, online application. Just do it. I hear it in my ear very clearly. Just do it and then apply for the other one in 2 weeks' time. And I feel like you're going to have those two options at the end of the day. But if you don't apply for it now, you're going to have no options. And that's very clear. I feel like you're going to go for the other one in 2 weeks, though, just so in case you know. You won't, I think you'll potentially be pre-approved for this one, but it's the other one that you're waiting on that you're actually going to end up getting anyway. But still apply. Still apply. I'll leave it there.
Definitely.
That was an easy one.
And I don't know where you are, Debbie, but I know where Wearer places. There's they're putting up a new post, a new property, and within 12 hours even, they're getting application after application before people have even seen it. So don't be afraid to put in an application and, go for it.
And see what happens. I mean, I'm moving back to Melbourne next week. But even up here in Port Douglas at the moment, properties go overnight. It seems to be the trend everywhere, even in Melbourne. For some reason, lockdown is causing people to move. But even though it's odd. It's even though you're moving from maybe one lockdown state to another or one section, for some reason, lockdown's causing people, maybe it's just getting frustrated in their homes that they're like, oh, well, if we're going to be in lockdown, let's get a new environment involved.
So it's not enough to deal with, you know.
I know, but
Learning
I just find it
programs.
strange that property's booming during lockdown. It's the most unexpected thing I would think. We have to move as owner is selling. Okay. That's all right, Debbie. Lisa? Oh, no.
That was
That was someone
Lisa.
else. I just thought that. Port Douglas to Melbourne. Oh, my God, why? I love the comments.
Oh, we've got some awesome comments coming through.
I think you're right about him forward thinking. Good advice. Yes, Eileen, same with this. The prices have come down, so seem to be applying. Good time. It is a good time to move, but you got to move quickly. Don't
and have all the paperwork already ready.
Yeah, just even if it's a copy and paste, or even if you just like spend a day just filling out applications and then send them all in once, and you can apply for a property without viewing it. You can either do an online view, because I've worked in real estate. You can actually do an online viewing, or actually tick the box that says you're applying without viewing it, just to speed up the process. Honestly, that's what I did with my Melbourne property.
Yep.
But yes, no, I'm moving to Melbourne because that's where I'm from. It's my home, and my lease here is up, and I have a lot of stuff going on next month in Melbourne. So I am happy with my choice. And Eileen helped me with that choice. So did Miss Steve as well, actually. You both did.
It was a group effort.
It was.
So you might not have been here at the start. So Michael does not do mediumship, but we can probably help you bond situation.
I didn't read that. I'm love to hear my family in spirit for my son, and I get that bond back. Really hard times at the moment. You're a Sag. So as I said, I don't really connect with spirit. I haven't opened up that portal yet for myself. And in regards to the bond coming back, can you chase that one up for me? Because I feel like you should be getting it back by now, but there's a delay on their end because it's like they're using any excuse they can or any delay that they can to stop you from getting the bond back, when it should be, you are entitled to it. For some reason, they're saying to me, you're going to lose about $200 out of it. I don't know why. Feel free to contest that, but they're showing me a loss of 200. So there might be some damages or some fixes that need to be done, because I am getting minus 200 coming back to you, but the rest is definitely coming back to you. But I'm getting that. Definitely chase that one up, because again, it doesn't really matter what state you're in. I think as a whole, everyone's just using COVID as an excuse at the moment to slow things down and delay things. And what they're kind of saying around that is that we're going to have to do a bit of the chasing at the moment. A lot of us have to do the work for other people at the moment. Chase that up, my love, this week, like tomorrow even, because you probably won't hear back until Monday, Tuesday next week anyway. It is coming. There's just a bit of a delay, and it's more just a laziness around why there's been a delay. But yes, you will get it back. And just chase it up, I keep hearing. Just chase it up, because I feel like you might have let it go for a little bit, but chase that one up. Get on top of that. Get on top of that sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Definitely.
I've had this feeling for a while now. I'm being watched. Shit, do I have an ex spying, checking up on me? If so, initials, please. I'll do the best I can on this one, Nikki. I don't know if I'll be able to give you the initials at this stage, unless it comes through. In regards to your question, my love, I'm getting a lot of concern around this. Do I have an ex spying a check up on me? Look, I've got to call it for how I sort of see it at this stage. Nikki, I would go to the authorities. That's where they're directing me at this point at the moment. I just think for your own safety and for your family's safety, that's where you need to go. I don't see yourself as being in danger as such, but I feel like if you have that feeling, or if you feel like you are being watched, or if he's around you, because I kept getting shown a car. I don't know if it's a red car or like a maroon car. There's like a reddish kind of car that kind of maybe sits around. I am just being directed immediately, like, go to the police about this. Don't sit on it. Don't do nothing about it. Again, I don't want to cause concern or stress around this, because you have no reason to. Your safety is okay at this point. Like, there's no reason to feel unsafe. But with a question like that, I kind of had to just direct you straight to the authorities on this one. Trust your instinct. If you feel like he is, he probably is. I do, yes, get a sense that he is aware of what you're doing. I don't know if he's like watching you consistently, but I feel like he's getting updates or getting checks on your sort of progress, or like he gets updates. So it may not be from him directly. It might be from third parties that know you or know of you. They report back to him. I didn't think it was in a bad way. Okay. It's funny. So I kind of wonder, well, in what way then? Because I'm just, if it's something of concern for you, definitely go to the authorities and get the right protection and the right, like if so, like, I don't know, it's really hard. If someone says to me they're stalking me or they're watching me, I straight away go, well, yeah. Like, there's difference between Facebook stalking and, like, I'm probably an expert stalker on Facebook. But if someone's actually, near your home or actually watching your movements, that deserves kind of an authority attention, even as a report for your own safety. Better to know than it not being reported, because you don't want this to escalate. That's just where I'm directing to tell you at the moment. So take it as you need, but I'm just being shown that if it kind of makes you feel uneasy, or if you just don't feel 100% safe, definitely go to the authority. If this is more just like a Facebook stalk or more just like an online stalk, block and delete. And anyone else that you know around him. I just feel like, yes, he gets updates on you. I don't, it's a confusing one, because I'm not getting like an immediate concern here, like he's sitting outside your house watching you. I'm not getting that, but I'm just getting that he's made aware of your movements, and there is a lot of jealousy and a lot of, he hasn't moved on and he struggles to move on, and that's not your problem, but he is struggling big time. And that's all it is. He's just holding on to, he can't accept the fact that you've ended this or you've moved on, and that's all it is. And that's just something you have control over here. But yeah, I would go to the authorities. I don't know why I keep hearing that word and I have to keep telling you that, but that's where I would go. It will get better around this. It will kind of resolve. This is more of just a jealousy thing. He's not going to harm you. There's no harm. There's no immediate concern. I have to keep stressing that, but definitely speak to the right authorities about that, because you just don't want it to escalate.
I love this comment, and I want to ask your opinion on putting names in the freezer.
Yes.
I don't.
I don't know if Danny's still watching. I think, Danny, if you're watching, you've suggested that to me a few times to do that. I've never done it. I've put people's pictures in the freezer in the past. So before I knew I was more of a psychic, I was practicing down the Wiccan side of things, and used to put people pictures in the freezer, and that would kind of block them from hurting you, or it's like binding someone. So putting someone's name in the freezer, same thing, same deal. I don't do it now. I sage and release them my own way. But sometimes people are visual, and sometimes that works because it's more of a visual thing. But to me, it's like you take that name out eventually. I mean, it can't sit in the freezer forever. So it's kind of like when it comes out of the freezer, it kind of reverses the whole point and process of what you've done. You might as well just release and sage and remove that energy straight away. Then, I don't feel like it works long-term, but definitely short-term.
I like how you said that, because my thing with the freezer was, what do you normally put in the freezer? Leftovers to come back out later and heat and use.
Yeah.
Right? Are you going to do that with that person? No? Okay, write the name on a bit of paper, take it outside, basically verbalize that you are releasing them, past, present, future. Burn it. I like to rip it up first because I'm a little bit, I like things to be done. But then burn. That's what I do.
And burn it, yeah.
Exactly that too, Nikki.
A friend imagines a ribbon and says, cut it. Oh, I like that. And that could apply to anything that you're cutting ties with, friendship,
That's exactly right.
I like the ribbon cutting. I've done the burning one, but because I use burning to set intentions and manifest, I don't want to confuse the two energies. So I do more.
I don't find it confusing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You're setting the intention to cut the cord.
True, that's actually
by
burning.
It's exactly the same.
I just sage the crap out of, I don't know, I just visualize them being released and just sage. But yeah, I know the freezer thing keeps coming up a lot. Someone needs to cool down, or in this case, chill out. Then freezing the name is a softer approach, but the name is cutting the cord and more severe approach should be taken. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, if you really want to cut ties, then you burn. That's it. See you later. But if you want to chill them out, actually, I like that. Like cooling them down, chilling them out. I like that one, actually. But then
I'm a little bit soft interior, crabby outer shell. When I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm a Virgo, so I'm just a more see you next Tuesday. So when I'm done, I block, delete, move states, and change numbers, and I did all that in the last 6 months. So
cool. And now you're going back.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see worse, huh?
I put a curse on them, then cut ties. Oh yeah, be careful with that, Kate.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, Kate.
You don't want that calm energy coming back.
Some don't like the smell.
Or some don't like the
smell.
Yeah,
Becky, I'm one of those. I don't much like the smell of sage. There's other things that I don't mind the smell of, and those other things I can't remember the name of.
Dragon's blood's not bad. That helps.
I've never had dragon's blood.
Sorry?
I've never had dragon's blood.
I haven't. It's not bad, actually. It's a sweeter smell. It's still a good protector, but not as sage is really, top tier. Voodoo dolls.
Who opened this door?
Have you ever done the? I know, everyone's like little Wiccan fetishes out. I've done the doll thing where you wrap.
Palo Santo, I think, is the one that I've had been around before. Sage, I find, kind of flares things up for me, and I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
I like to breathe is the issue.
Yeah, crystals are good. Yeah, I do love Dragon's Blood, Erin. Dragon's Blood, I've actually gone back to Dragon's Blood. Maybe I'm over sage.
There you go. Might have to buy some. All right, let's pull this one up.
I know I'll be moving away from where I am. Do you see a place or state that I'll be moving to or happiest at, or anything else that comes through? I think with you, Raylene, the first thing they're kind of telling me is that you can be happy anywhere if you allow it to. So don't keep searching for the place or the location to make you happy. Like your location, at the end of the day, it kind of starts more within. So look at that first, like look at what it is that isn't making you happy at the moment and maybe change that before moving, because they're kind of directing me more to your inner soul and inner heart area that needs more healing and more focus. What they're kind of telling me, and I was speaking from personal experience here because I've moved from Melbourne to Port Douglas, going back to Melbourne because I thought I wasn't happy in Melbourne, but I'm still not happy here. And what I realized, I'm in paradise. So I'm giving you this example because I feel like it applies to you, is that your location necessarily won't make you happy if you're not yourself, whatever it is that's going on. So work on what it is that needs to be worked on first. In regards to the move, I do see you moving, place or state. It's funny because I keep hearing the word east. So I'm not sure where exactly you're based at the moment, but I keep hearing the word east around you. So look in that direction. I know that's not a lot at the moment, but they're kind of telling me look in the east direction. It's going to be a start for you. It's going to be a starting point. You're a Sag, I think. I just saw that.
Yeah.
I spent my life traveling. I'm just looking at your question again. Will I be moving away from where I am? I'm getting, yes, you're going to be moving away from where you are. I keep getting the word east around this. Again, the happiness is something you've got to work on, and you'll get there. That's fine. But just, there's a lot of greenery around you where you're going, and there's a lot of open space, because I feel like you really do need your freedom at the moment. And that's probably why you're feeling a bit stuck and a bit stagnant at the moment, because you're probably in this like concrete jungle or concrete kind of, you just don't feel as free as you would like to. But just know that, yeah, how you feel will come with you if you don't work on it where you are now. That's just really what's important at the moment. And, you know, don't rush that process. If it takes you a couple more months, then it does. Like, don't move to try and find happiness. Start where you are now and then let the move happen. You will move by November. You will move by November. Before your birthday, you're going to be moved. And I keep hearing east, east, east. You're going in the east direction. So either look in that direction or just be open to that direction. Depending on where you are, that might be interesting, because east could take you, you know, depending if you're on the east coast of Australia, you might end up heading into the water. But, you know, it could be like if you're in the west suburbs, you'll move to the east. If you're in WA, you'll move to the east coast. Like, it's that, just be open to that, because that's what I keep being shown. But I just see more green and openness and space around you where you're going to. And I get November. So look out for that. That's, yeah, I'll leave it there with you in that one.
I'm pulling up this one because I think it's interesting and I want to hear your answer.
I'm confused by Michael saying he isn't a medium connecting with spirit, but he's saying they are telling me, etc. It sounds to me as if he's saying, okay, interesting. All right. So how do I explain this one? My spirit guides. So how do I explain this one to make it more sense? So a mediumship more connects with spirits who have passed on. So loved ones connected to you directly is my more understanding, I suppose, how to explain it. So if your grandma's passed on, she'll come through and I will, you know, see her and get messages from her and give that direct to you. My guides and my spirits that I talk to direct to me directly. So they give me messages on your question. So your guides, for example, so Valerie, is it? If you have a question, your guides will speak to my guides and pass on the messages that you need to know. But if you want to connect with someone who's passed in spirit, I can't connect with that directly. My connection isn't to spirit directly to who's passed. My connection is to my guides, and it's my grandfather that I actually speak to, because I know he's one of my spirits. But he just communicates more with your guides. That passes on the message you need to know. Does that make sense? Did I explain that right?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
My guides speak to your guides who give me the answer that you need to hear.
Yeah, and ideally I know some mediums that I'm aware of anyway have their guides pass on messages from past spirit ones, and that's how they get the messages sometimes. I just don't get that. I know I probably could, but I've just never had the training to really understand that or control that, and it's not something I've wanted to dabble on my own, because I don't want to open up that portal and not know how to close it. So for me, I've kept it closed as a psychic. I just get messages from your guides based on your question that you've given me in the present time. But in regards to actual loved ones that pass, no, I suppose I've got a block on receiving those messages, purely because I just haven't been trained is the better way to explain it. So that's why. Every medium will tell you something different, but that's just how it is. If you asked, do I have any messages from my grandma? I'll be like, I don't know. I couldn't help you, you know. But if you asked me if I need to change jobs or whatever, definitely. Yeah. Perfect. It can get confusing. You're not the first one to ask me that.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. So the mediumship side of things, Valerie, is when we're connecting directly with a past loved one in spirit. Terry Fairbairn always explains it as, Ghost, the movie Ghost. She literally is like she's sitting in the room with Whoopi Goldberg when she's surrounded by all the spirits.
Yeah.
That's what it is for her, right? Not so much with the psychic side of it. You can be a psychic and not be a medium, but all mediums are psychic.
Yeah, and that's where it gets confusing.
Right.
It's like being a medium is almost like you're a psychic and a medium. All mediums different. Yeah, exactly. I know there are some mediums, and I think it's you, Mystique, or correct me if I'm wrong, that you get messages from your guides from spirit, I believe. I know there are some mediums that get messages through their guides, through their spirits, on spirits that have passed. And that's where it can get confusing. And probably my guide or my spirit who I talk to could definitely do that, but they know and I know I'm just not open. So they block that and I just don't get, because I've said I don't want to know, I don't want to see, I'm just not ready. And I may not be that kind of psychic. But for now, I'm just not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get the choice.
Actually, Lauren, do you see spirits though? That's a really interesting question. No, I don't. But and I want to touch on this for a little bit because again, it's going to confuse more people. I don't see spirits, but I can smell, I can hear. So I can smell things. So I could be doing a reading for a client and be like, oh, what's that lily fragrance? Or what's that, you can smell certain fragrances or certain smells. And it's like, so technically, yes, that's probably a form of mediumship. And then it connects to other things. Or if you throw me into a building that's generally haunted or actually got spirits in it, I will sense things because I work on energy too, don't forget. So I will sense that energy. So if there's someone in the room that is a spirit and it's haunting or it's there, I will feel that 100%. I wouldn't be able to tell you what they look like. I won't be able to hear them as such, apart from the same noises that you may be able to hear. But I'll be able to maybe smell certain things like burning of flesh or stuff like that if we're going to be specific. But because I work on energy is around, even if it's residual energy, which is actually not a real haunting, I will sense that. I will feel that kind of energy. And everything has energy from your table. Like if you get gifted something, that's got energy in it. Everything has energy. So I can touch something and feel that. But no, I don't actually see anything walking around. But you know what? Sometimes you see like a shadow or you see something and you think, was that real or was that spirit? And you just kind of go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a good question though.
Yeah.
Most just comes through as an extreme gut feeling, no audio or visual. It's all just emotional feeling. And you know what, Angie, if you work on that, that'll change to audio as well, or visual first, or both. But mine started as an intense emotional feeling as an empath, and then I started getting more audio. So the audio, I think, will come first. I haven't got the visuals as such. Well, actually, I get the visuals. I see things. But it'll come if you focus on it enough.
If the giftings are there and you want it to grow, you can help it to grow.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Right. I was just reading Mystique's comment there. Yes.
You mean this one right here?
Yeah. I was just drawn to that. See, that's cool. See, a part of me is like, I would love to be able to do that. But then a part of me is like, actually, I think I would be, I don't know. But I love people who can do that. I think that's such a cool gift.
Yeah. Oh, the first time I had someone come through, that was intense.
Yeah. And I hear that and I'm like, but then I suppose like any like part of your gift, you learn to control it.
It's exactly right. It's like riding a bike.
Which I can't do. So I'm off to a great start.
So judging you now.
I can't swim and I can't ride a bike. So you'd expect me to connect to spirits, please? I don't think so.
You can do other things that many people can't.
Please, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, what do you want? What do you want?
A general.
Oh, general. Okay. I just saw Play Scorpio. I'm like, what?
She's been asking. She's asked like 3 times for a reading.
General. I'll use the cards. So if you're doing general, I'll use the cards. All right, Kate, I'll do you. I would love to sit in one day, Mystique. I'd love to sit in a room with you and just go through those emotions. I would love to learn. A part of me wants to learn. I'm tuning into you, Lisa. I'm just waiting. Kate, sorry. I'm just waiting for cards to fly out. I would love to. A part of me wants to open up to that, but I need the right guidance. I won't do it on my own. I won't.
I know this really great person that you can connect with to help you with that.
Is that yourself or?
No, Mystique.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, I was going to say that. I know. I have asked Mystique. I need to actually reach out to you, Mystique, privately and book in like a session or something or work out something with you because I don't know. A part of me, I've had this urge recently, so obviously that's there's a reason for that. But yeah, like I said, I won't do it on my own. I'm not going to like read a book or Google how to,
What?
Anyway, I've just had 3 cards fly out for you, Kate. So I know I ramble, but I am tuning in. I can multitask. It's amazing. So general. So general. So you got a lot of 6s around you, Kate. So in the next 6 weeks, expect things to get a lot better because you've got a lot of victory around you in the next 6 weeks. And it's funny because it's connected to fire as well. I know you're a water star sign, but there's a lot of fire around you as well in the next 6 weeks. Expect whatever you're going through at the moment to get better, my love. Because you've got the 6 of fire and the 6 of air that have come out, and both are talking about like delays being over, things moving forward, struggles coming to an end, standstills coming to an end, and expect things to just get better over the next 6 weeks. But you need to let go of the pressure and the expectation that you put on yourself because it's too hard because they're showing me your heart section here and they're kind of saying to me, release the pressure and the expectation around heart. So I don't know if this is connected to love or if you're I don't use the word struggling, sorry, but if you're questioning or going back and forth with the love, I'm feeling like love because it's showing me like a what's that old game, the ping pong ball, when you push the things on the side and it like pushes the ball up.
Pinball. They're showing me that kind of pinball, like you're just bouncing around emotionally at the moment. And you're looking for the escape, and then you hit the bottom and you bounce back up again and you bounce around and there's no escape here. And I feel like you've just been bouncing around for a while. You need to find that escape. You will find in the next 6 weeks, probably even sooner than that, but it's on you, my love. You need to release that pressure and expectation you put on yourself because it's unrealistic and it's unreal and it's causing you to go down this path that you don't need to. I don't know if you've received some challenging information at the moment or if you've received something that that's not sat well with you. That's okay. Again, in this 6 week time frame, expect that to get better, but just really breathe. If you can try and breathe and reground yourself, it's the month of Virgo at the moment. So it's a really good time for grounding and a really good time to get organized for yourself. And this goes to anyone watching at the moment. This is a really good time to reground and refocus. Yes, something that didn't sit well. That's okay, Kate. Expect that too, because they're showing me it's not sitting well with you, but you're bouncing around at the moment. It's funny because they're showing me money as well. So they're showing me in the next 6 weeks, you're going to be gifted money. Now, this isn't in a form of a loan, but more of a like a repayment that's being offered to you, a loan, not a loan, because it's not a loan. Like if there's an insurance claim that you're waiting on or if someone owes you money, but I'm just getting that expect payments to be fulfilled or paid out to you over the next 6 weeks as well. You've got a lot of green around you. So the grounding and the all that sort of, grounding is probably the only word I can think of at the moment that I'm being shown. It's all happening for you, but you've got, just give it 6 weeks. I really feel like it'll be sooner than that. You're just processing. And I feel like, I don't know if you're still in shock at the moment or if you're still I know you're processing, but it's kind of like sometimes we process information, our body goes into a bit of a shock or we go into a bit of a mental shock for a while before we kind of
come back out into reality and go, oh, actually, it's not that bad. And I kind of see you doing that. If you can just give it that 6 weeks, but please, I'm reading all these different comments and I'm like, oh my God. You're in stab mode. Like, that's concerning, Kate. I just breathe, my love. Honestly, I know you hear it 1,000 times, and it's like, if someone tells you to breathe one more time, you probably will stab someone. I'm not, but like, it's kind of like, I get it. If someone, sometimes when people say to me, like, just breathe, I'm like, if you tell me to breathe one more time, I'll be breathing all over you. It's like, I get it. And I know you get it. Have some patience. I know you are rolling your eyes right now at me saying that, but please have some patience on this. You've got money coming to you in the next 6 weeks. You've got, they're showing me more truth being delivered. So whatever it is that you have received and whatever it is that you're going through, you're waiting on more truth to be delivered here. And I see that happening in the next 6 weeks, if not sooner. Once you have the extra information and the extra truth that you need, you'll be able to move forward and process a lot better and a lot more calmly as well. But try not to use the Scorpio you have, which is that strong-headed and that kind of like, straight in and almost attack mode, because then you kind of feel regret and feel bad later. So it's kind of like, use the more logic, slow approach, the more tactic approach. It will make sense to you really soon, and you will be okay. They keep saying to breathe. I'm so sorry. It's all I keep hearing around this at the moment. But you've got a lot of victory coming, and it's connected to the 6 weeks and the fire as well. So it'll be more Libra, but I'm getting more fire. So it could be closer to December when you get that victory, but I'm getting 6 weeks. You'll be fine. You really will be fine, my love. You'll be fine. Just breathe. I'm sorry, I keep saying it.
Just breathe, Kate. Breathe, Kate.
You can hate me for saying I don't care, but it works. Please, right. Gemini.
Jade would like a general.
Sick general? What? Okay.
She's sick. She'd like a general, please.
Okay. Sure. Have illnesses. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of heaviness, Gay. I can see other comment there as well. Very ill. I don't actually think. Okay. There's a few things around this, Gay, and it's kind of like, I understand that you're feeling. There we go. Just waiting for a card to fly out. Let's do another one. I feel like with you, you need to take yourself out from your current and see for what it really is. I get that you may not be feeling well. I get there may be some illness. I get there may be some things going on at the moment, but it's kind of like, again, God, breathe. It's the first thing I'm getting around this as well. I'm so sorry, but honestly, what they're kind of saying is not acknowledging what you're going through and what's happening, but also acknowledging the fact on it may not be as bad as you truly see it or think that it really is. And it's kind of like, what they kind of direct me to say to you is really see the situation for what it is, not for what it's not. In regards to what's going on around you, I feel like, yes, you are on the process of getting better here. More time, more healing, and more advice. I think if you haven't got a second advice, get a second opinion, but I'm just being shown to get another opinion, get more information around what it is that's going on. I feel like just more information is needed around this. But what they're kind of directed me to tell you is try and pull yourself out of the situation and see for what it really is, because I feel like you've created a scenario that it's not. Yes, breathing, everyone just needs to take a deep breath, honestly. You all just need to chill and breathe. You do need to, Gay, in the next 3 weeks, expect things to get a bit better. Not 100%, but at least on the mend, on the way of things where they need to go. Because what they're kind of telling me is forgiveness and healing in that time period. And they keep showing me the hands over your heart. So you really need to spend the next 3 weeks just forgiving yourself and healing yourself in that time, because that's where you're going. And yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks is looking really good for you. A lot better than where you are now, because they show me the sadness now, but it's like, I don't want to say this so you get the wrong impression, because I acknowledge and I understand what you're going through. I do. I see it. I feel it. But it's what's going on with your nose here, or what's happening here, because I keep getting a lot of like pain and stuff in this section. So I don't know why I keep getting drawn to, I don't know if you have nose issues or whatever. Anyway, that's just something I need to remove. What they are kind of just saying is that really just make sure you understand the situation you're in full. Because I feel like there's some confusion there. Get a second opinion. Just know that in the next 3 weeks, there's going to be some healing and some forgiveness around you, and it's getting better. So just give it that time and breathe. We'll make that the theme of the night. We can all take a deep breath at the end of this. I'm like, yeah, love and light. I don't know how else to, that's a tough one, Gabe, but just know that it's going to be okay. I know that sounds cliche, but it will. It really will. I'll leave that one there.
I just want to say, Gay, how do you eat an elephant? Now, hopefully no one eats elephants, let's be honest. But if you were to eat an elephant, one bite at a time, stop trying to eat the whole elephant. Just take one step. Focus on one thing. Don't focus on the whole big picture, because the big picture is too overwhelming right now. Just one thing. Start with one thing. And maybe tomorrow you can do 2 things. Maybe the next day you can do 2 things again. But the day after that, you might be okay for 3. One thing at a time. Just start with
forgiveness, because I just keep hearing you need to forgive. And I think it's yourself that you need to forgive. So, and you know what? It's taken me 3 years to forgive myself. There's no time frame or rule, but you do need to start.
Erin, I actually was talking to a vegetarian when I asked that question the last time, and she went, "I'm vegetarian. Please don't make me eat the elephant."
I love the elephant, but I suppose, like, I mean, of all animals to pick, why did you pick the elephant? Because this is the biggest you could think of.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Usually I say sheep, but it's turned into elephant.
Okay, grew.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just saw thank you.
Metaphorical elephant. That's exactly right. We're not talking about a real elephant. But please don't make me eat the elephant.
Oh, so it's love. Okay. I just saw Gay's comment. Thank you, spot on. Trauma, love. Oh, on trauma.
Love you.
Love you.
So spot on.
It's hard when there's no comments. I'm not a grammar Nazi, but sometimes it's like, when you read it as a whole, it's like, what?
I am. Ex-teacher.
Because I read that as trauma on love, but now I see what you're saying. Look, I'm going through trauma myself. 3 years, I'm getting better. Oh, sheep is easy to eat. Yeah, I'm more of a cow person myself. Sorry to all the vegans and vegetarians that are watching right now.
So, guys.
You know, don't put us in the freezer.
Okay, I am looking at the comments.
Yeah, so I love the comments today. They're hilarious.
Oh,
it's good to see Aaron, Danny,
Harvey's here too.
Oh yes, speaking of, well, actually, probably is a good time to plug. So September 25, you and I and Missy. I prefer lobster. Actually,
I don't prefer lobster.
No, actually, I don't mind lobster. I'm more of I prefer prawns.
I'm more allergic to shellfish.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Cheap dates.
I'm allergic to dairy.
Anyway, on September 25th, we have this event coming up, which is going to be super duper awesome.
What's happening?
You're organising it. How about you kind of?
Well, I suppose, yeah, you're joining me, Mystique. No, the three of us, Mystique and you and I, are putting together a massive charity event, Sacred Psychics for Charity, September 25, through Facebook Live. We can announce that Katie Underwood is involved. She'll be doing a guest she'll be coming on to do a chat, and so will Jake Edwards from Married at First Sight is coming on board. We'll have a few other celebs come on. It was over $1,000 worth of prizes. I think it's hitting about almost $2,000 worth of prizes to be given away. It kind of grows every day. All of that's going to be announced through the Facebook page soon. $15 for a reading, $10 for a raffle into the prize. Of course, all donations are accepted. 3 charities that we're donating to. Probably more that I've forgotten. Massive 5-6 hour plus event. God, just come and watch.
Come and join us over on the Sacred Psychics for Charity Facebook page. And the link for that page is going to go into the comments magically because I know that someone is going to do it.
Well, I have it saved, but I can't post, so I can't even. I have it.
We'll just have to wait a moment.
Mystique, can you just do it?
It's going to be, hey, come on. I was going to do a psychic trick then.
Oh, you can do it on your end.
Watch this. Watch this magic trick I can do.
In suspense. But definitely like the page. It's really the best way to get involved.
Yeah.
There's a few of you watching that I know haven't liked yet, so looking at you.
Hang on, I have, haven't I?
You have, but there's a couple of people that I'm seeing that I know haven't liked it yet, so I'm like, just hit that like
button. There you go. See, it's in there twice now. I told you it was going to magically appear.
I think it's in there 3 times now. That's okay. Even better. There it is. No, 4 times. Everyone.
Oh, wait, there's more.
But yeah, like the page, guys. Honestly, this is a world first. Oh, I forgot. Guinness World Record attempt as well. Well, as Mystique likes to say, it's not an attempt and it's true, but it's
not an attempt. We're getting a world record because that's just the way it is.
Basically, so we'll be the first psychics in the world to it's hard not to use the word attempt. So the world record will be the most amount of readings done in a live stream. That's the world record attempt. I have to use the word attempt because we're still attempting it, but we know we're going to make it anyway. The logic brain in me, the Virgo in me goes, well, it's still an attempt technically, but an attempt that we're going to achieve. Massive event, huge support. I don't know what else. It's just watch. That's all I can just. It's honestly, it's a world first. It's a world record. You've got celebrities. You've got Mystique, yourself, and me. So you know you're in for a good night, regardless. September 25, guys.
Yeah,
that's the
September 25. All proceeds, like every dollar that is paid on the night, will go to go to the 3 charities. Like, we're not getting anything from this because it's more important to get the money towards the people that actually need it. Exactly.
And it's going to 3 really good causes. The charities have been decided, but I don't know if we can really announce them just yet. I suppose we could, but I don't know. Maybe we should wait.
Do it on the page first.
Yeah, I'll do it on the page first.
And then we'll announce them across our various pages.
Katie Underwood hasn't been
announced.
Will
there be pre-bookings? That's a good question.
Probably on the day, Erin, because the account, although it's set up, isn't live yet on the stay tuned on that one. Because on the day you can definitely pre-book, but at the end of the day, don't forget we're running for 5+ hours, so there almost doesn't need to be pre-booking. There's enough time for you to be read. So long as you tune in right off. So 8 p.m. it starts. I should probably point that out. I'm just like remembering things now. 8 p.m. on Saturday night, September 25. So if you log on straight away and pay straight away, you'll be read straight away. So yeah, I reckon we will open to pre-book. Because I know we're opening to pre-donations, but that'll be on the day. So all that information will be, Mystique 7 hours. We'll see. We'll see. We're aiming for 5 hours. We'll go for 6. And if it's still going strong, we'll keep going. But definitely 5 hours. Definitely 5 hours.
Put it this way. We will go for as long as there are people paying for it.
Correct. Once the payments stop and things start dropping off, then obviously, yeah, we'll log out. But if we go for 7 hours, 8 hours, we'll do it. But it's on you guys. Once the donations stop, the show stops. But we'll definitely go for a minimum of 5 hours. That's because that's part of the world record as well. So it's up to you. Well, is that a psychic reading? I saw Mystique your September 12th. Yes. 13th. Did you see that?
Yes. Yeah, because she was saying, what's happening on September 12th or 13th or something?
Yeah. And she did a post on it a few weeks ago, and it's happened. Apparently, you guys are getting some form of freedom.
Lisa would like to donate a Reiki healing session for the raffle, and Raylene, who you read for a little bit earlier, is happy to donate a functional forgiveness formula session or training for a practitioner as well.
Yeah, cool. Ideally, guys, if this can be done online, because it's Australia-wide, so we're trying not to limit state by state. We're hoping that all the donations for prizes can be done Australia-wide. So if this Reiki healing and anything that you want to donate...
Reiki's distance. Yeah. And Raylene, yes. I'm sure that she can do it electronically.
Yeah, long as it's Australia-wide. That way it just opens up to everyone, and then more people can be able to apply for it. Yeah, we need to keep it Australia-wide. That's the only requirement, really. It has to be Australia-wide.
Yes.
And most things can be done online.
I'm going to grab... We're actually at the hour mark already. Can you believe it?
Okay. Aquarius, Greg?
Yep, Greg.
Like a reading on health. Oh, so Rayleigh. Okay, but Greg, it's for Greg? Is that how I'm reading it?
It's for Greg. This is for her dad.
Would like a reading on health, wealth, and travel. Okay, well, I'll see what comes through. Maybe not all three will. I think travel is just out for everyone at the moment, really. So we forget about that for now. No, I'm sure there's travel. I'm sure Qantas announced it at the end for Christmas.
Yes, Andrew, please. We're happy to take this worldwide. It will fit in other people's time zones.
Yeah, just reach out to Eileen. Just let her know, and then she'll pass on the information. Can you pull out the other question again for me? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I'd clicked on that. Why? I thought you were psychic.
I mean, it was like health, wealth, travel.
General.
I just need to see just for the energy's sake. Where is Greg? Greg, the first thing I'm being told to tell you, Raylene, to tell Greg, Raylene, is it? Yeah. I need my glasses.
Greg is watching.
Oh, Greg is watching. Hi, Greg. So
yeah,
I'm going to talk to you, Greg, and not Raylene, because that's the energy I'm getting at the moment. So, Greg, the first thing I'm being told to tell you is to release. You need to release. I don't know if you're going through some form of transformation or some phase that's changing, but you do need to release a lot of this. You're an Aquarius. You need to just release. Take away the expectation. Another one. It's a bit of a theme tonight. I'm not going to tell you to breathe, but I can if you want me to. But you just need to release. So I know as an Aquarius, you like to forward plan weeks in advance, but then you don't necessarily always follow through. You need to just maybe not forward plan so much. Oh, Mel's on board. Hi, Mel and Andy. It's nice to see some of my followers come across. That's kind of cute. We're all following each other now, which is Andy and Mel are actually my back helpers for September 25. So you'll get to know them really, really well. Greg, give it 2 weeks. I'll give it 2 weeks. You asked for, God love generals. Your health is fine. You do stress a lot. So the pain and discomfort that you get around your stomach is due to stress mainly. And then the heart, I don't know if you've recently had not some heart problems or if there's something going on in your chest problems or just chest areas. Either way, chest and stomach, more your stomach area, but I'm getting they're both connected here and they're both connected to stress. And they're just saying to release a lot. Go to the water, put your feet in water. I know I hate sounding so cliche, but it works. Go put your feet in water and release. And what they're telling me is don't release it from your head up because it'll bounce back and come back down onto you. Push it down out of your body and through your feet. I want you to push out all that negativity out through your feet because then it can't come back in. And as you're pushing that energy out through your feet into the water, I want you to imagine some white light coming down through your head space and see that cycle. White light coming down, dark energy going out. And do that kind of cycle for a little bit. Even if it's in the shower and you imagine that going down into the drain. But I just need you to release all that negativity around you at the moment and just that stress and the pressure that you really are. It's all self-inflicted. I'm sorry I got to call it for how it is, Greg, but it is self-inflicted. You do it upon yourself and you bring it upon yourself. Just release. I'm going to pull out one more card for you. What are you still working? Well, I mean, I'm asking a question. If you are still working, Greg, let me know if you can just quickly. But I'm getting a leadership role around you. I'm getting leader. So I don't know if you are a leader or need to be a leader or should be a leader or if you're running your own business, but I'm getting the fact that you are becoming or are a leader and just give it that focus. And again, that sort of, they're just, I keep hearing the word focus 3 times around the leadership role. But I just want some more clarity. So if you are in the thread or Raylene, if you can just confirm, no. Okay.
There he is.
The leadership then could come from other areas. It could be in the home life. It could be within yourself, but you need to work on playing on the leadership role a little bit within yourself and direction because I feel like you're retired. That's okay. They keep showing me some leadership. So, and there's focus around that. So there might be like a side project or a hobby or something that requires some leadership involved. You know, leadership can be big or small depending on the circumstances, but they're kind of showing me leadership is more needed and focus needed around that. It's coming like it's almost going to help you or almost like fulfill you in some way. And that's why they're showing me this kind of like leadership and focus. So, you know, look out for that, but release anything that no longer serves you and release anything that you're holding on to because, and you know, get out of the headspace, get out of any stubbornness, get out of any overthinking, just release, just start to release. And once you start doing it over the next 2 weeks, trust me, you're going to start feeling a lot better. And I'll leave it there.
Awesome. He's the president of the men's shed.
Well, there you go.
Leadership
right there.
Exactly. Awesome. We got Sue.
Love a work and spiritual journey read. Pisces. I love my Pisces. Danny, if you're still in the thread. Would love a work and spiritual journey read. I'm going to focus on the spiritual journey part because that's where I'm being directed first. Work is kind of, for some reason, I've got laughter around work, Sue, so I'm not sure what the laughter is. It's almost like a joke. It's like, yeah, work's not an issue or doesn't need to be an issue, that kind of energy, but I'm getting laughter around when I hear work. But it's your spiritual journey that they want me to focus on at the moment. And it's funny because at the moment with your spiritual journey, it's like, what's the change that you're thinking about or because they're showing me, they're doing this, they're showing me your hands and they're doing this in front of other people. So I don't know if you use your hands to heal others or you need to use your hands to heal others, but it's kind of like there's a lot of white and gold energy around your hands and it needs to be used to heal others. And it almost like that healing metaphor of them putting it out to heal others needs to come back towards your heart as well. So you need to heal yourself to heal others as well. That's kind of like the journey you need to go on at the moment. Like there's like a self-healing, but then there's healing others. So I don't know if you do like Reiki or counseling to art, but whatever it is that you do or think about doing or maybe should be doing is involving your hands to help and heal others. that's kind of like the spiritual journey that you need to go on. And they're like, I know I'm wearing amethyst around my neck at the moment, but they're almost suggesting that you do the same or have some amethyst around, even like by your bedside to help you sleep as well. If you can just put some like amethyst around, that's going to really help on this journey as well. It's going to help to really kind of ground. You do a bit of Reiki. Can we change the wording on that, Sue, and say I do Reiki? Because I feel like I do a bit of Reiki. It's like, okay, I'll do a bit of it when I feel like it. But it's kind of like, no, you actually need to be doing more of it because your hands heal others and also heal yourself. And that's the journey that you need to go down a lot more. Focus on that if you can. Focus on the Reiki a little bit more because it's going to really serve a greater and bigger purpose for you. And I feel like it's connected to the work as well. So it's like if you do more Reiki and you do more of that kind of, or go down more of that sort of journey, it's going to come back as a profit for you as well. But you need to remove Pisces. Just, God, they overthink too much. And they're not really like, I suppose, known for overthinkers as such, but they just get stuck in this like, either it's not good enough or they're not sure or they take on 20 other options. And it's just like, you know what? You actually have the skill and talent to do what it is that you need to do and you know what it is you need to do. So why aren't you just doing it? You're stopping yourself. You need to do more Reiki, Sue, because it's going to help you and help others. And that's just do it. Sorry, but just do it. That's it. Just, I'm going to be honest there. Just do it. It really will help.
Sue.
Honestly,
thanks for joining
otherwise
us.
you can sit in your headspace and do nothing about it and ask the same question in 3 weeks' time. What did you say? What are you laughing at?
Deka's comment.
I love a card, please. Thank you, Virgo. Just a quickie, if that's okay. Wow,
she just wants a quickie.
There's a quickie. Yeah, look. So do I. So do I, Dequa. So do I.
Sorry, Deka.
You know, we've passed 8:30, so it's gone from PG to M. If you know my show, this is the time of the night where you put your kids to bed, you pour out the wine. Well, there we go. Just had a card fly out. Oh, you're a Virgo as well, Dequa. Okay, you're like me. So it's your month to shine. Don't give up. So 9 of fire came up for you. Don't give up, but protect what you've created. So whatever it is you're working on at the moment, my love, or whatever it is that you, so some mistakes coming. If you, no for my quickies. 15th of September. I'm the 14th of September. So you're one day after me, Dequa. Protect what you've created. Protect what you've created. Just whatever it is that you're working on or whatever it is that you're heading towards, know that you're going in that right direction. Give it the next 9 days. Give it the next week or two. I'm hearing 9 days. Just protect what you've created. I just keep hearing that on repeat. Protect what you've created. But have courage and believe in yourself. We as Virgos don't believe in ourselves. Speaking from experience, we're only 1 day apart. We don't. We self-sabotage daily, hourly, minutes by minutes, constantly self-sabotage. But if you can sort of get out of that self-sabotage and realize that, you know what, perfection doesn't exist, even though Virgos live on it. But if you can organize yourself to a sense that this is as best as it's going to get, it works. This is speaking to all the Virgos in the house. Just know that it's good enough, that it's fine. Have the courage, have the confidence, believe in yourself, but protect what you've created and just be organized. I know you self-sabotage, please. If I do it, you do it. I don't sleep at night, Lauren, either. I actually have sleeping aids to help me sleep because I don't know how to switch off. Virgos don't sleep. We're constantly thinking. I know I'm constantly creating. I'm a night person. Like I'll end this show and probably do some editing or like I won't switch off after this. I can't. I have to keep going until I hit point of like, okay, I can't physically keep going at the moment. But I'm just built that way, you know, and I have the luxury of where I can sleep late and work in the afternoon. I know I don't have kids. But yeah, I always say my close friends, no, do not contact me before 11 a.m. because you won't get me. You won't. My phone's on silent. After my first alarm is always set for 11 a.m. But in saying that, I'm always in bed by 3, 4 a.m. So but it's I don't know, maybe it's a Virgo thing or maybe it's a mental health thing. I don't know, or both, all the above. But
Decolonize me.
Yeah, sleep in. You're fine, Deco. Just protect what you've created. Just protect it and have the confidence, but don't self-sabotage. Easier said than done, but actually, hang on, easier said than done, but easier done than said as well, if that makes sense.
Total sense.
Except flights to holidays. Oh, Mel. Yes, I know Mel's an Aquarian. I know you're discovering balance. I know you're like looking to get away, Mel. That'll happen soon. I'm Erin's better half, Dale Gordon.
Oh, did Dale get on?
Great shirt. Thank you for the shirt. I know you commented on my shirt before, Dequa. I'll probably see you Monday as well. Another shameless plug. It's all we do is plug. I'm Erin's better half, like a general read. That's what Erin is telling me. Oh, you actually are, Dale?
Yes,
is that a legit thing? Because then I'm probably going to meet you soon, Dale, because Erin's cooking me a meatball soup and I'm back in Melbourne, just so you know. So you're probably going to meet me really soon. Just a heads up. So I better make sure this is a good reading, or maybe I won't be welcomed. General. You and your generals tonight. I hate generals so much. You like generals?
My people love generals.
Do they? Do you like reading?
Pretty much. I'll read whatever comes across the table, to be honest.
Oh, I do as well. It's just, I think I love generals. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love generals. It's
That's
just
not what you just said.
Comes through with a general that it's like it's picking and choosing and knowing when to stop with generals, because so much just comes through that you've got a lot of money around you, Dale, but you've got fear. She's a good cook. I'm a good drinker too. If you watch my shows, it's a given. I'm a good cook as well. I'm probably a better cook than drinker. I mean, it's not a competition. Wrong. Anyway, Dal, you definitely have some fear attached to money at the moment. I'm trying to separate Erin's energy because she's still around in this. Yeah.
Just do the reading for the two of them, I reckon.
Because, and Erin, your energy is attached to Dale's energy and vice versa. So I don't know if one of you's got the fear to money. It could be both of you. There we go. I was waiting for a card to flip out. What have you got here? The High Priestess has come out for you, Dale, just so you know. Listen to your intuition more and have patience around what you're waiting for at the moment. So I don't know. And what star sign are you, Dale? Did you reveal that? Erin, what's your star sign? Who?
I think he's a Leo. Am I right?
Are you a Leo?
I don't know about Leos.
Leo's and Erin, what are you? I think Erin's a Libra by memory. Leo, you're Leo.
Hey, I was right.
There you go. Must be psychic.
I read it earlier.
Still. Have patience at this point, Dale. So I don't know what you're waiting on or what's going on. There's definitely fear attached to money, and they're saying to have patience around this as well. But carefully consider your actions before acting. They want you to they want you to consider your actions before acting on anything. So rather than just acting and then regretting it or whatever later, it's kind of like think about it, have some patience, breathe. Theme of the night. I'm going to start a new live show called Breathe. But have some patience and then just consider your actions before acting. Because I feel like there's things bubbling at the moment, and there's a lot of fear around money, but they're showing me like the money's there and the money's coming. So it's like you're looking at it as if you don't have enough, or you're looking at it as if it's leaving, but it's actually the other way around. And I always say to my clients, it's like, okay, well, think of this scenario. It's like you get paid. Oh, I got paid. I survived. Oh, throughout the week or fortnight or month, whatever your paycheck gaps are, it's like, oh, how am I going to pay this? How am I going to pay that? And then you get to your next paycheck and it's like, oh, I survived. And you always have that same routine mentality of every time you get paid, you always say to yourself, oh, I managed it. I made it. I survived. I got to the next pay. You always will get to the next pay. That's the point. You always will survive and always have enough to get to the next pay. But before that next pay happens, we see it as we're struggling, we don't have enough, or we're running out. And that's where you need to change the mentality. Dale and Erin might be part of this as well, but it's like, don't look at it as I don't have enough. How are we going to survive? How? And then you get paid and it's like, oh, we did it. You always will do it. And so change that mentality and get rid of that fear and go, okay, well, this has to be paid, that has to be paid. Yep, the universe is aware of it. That's it. You need to keep reminding yourself in the universe that bills and rent has to be paid, or mortgages, or whatever. The money is always there and the money is always coming, and you'll always survive to next payday. And that's the point here. You will always make it to next payday. So remove that fear that you have at the moment. But whatever it is that you're waiting on, just know that it's coming. Have a bit of patience, but really do consider your actions before acting. Just consider your actions before acting. Because I feel like you act, or you react rather, and then you go, oh, maybe I overreacted, or maybe whatever. And it's not about Erin here. I'm separating that. It's not about between like if you used to have an argument or something. This is more like business sense or business related for you, because it's connected strongly to money here. So just have some patience while things work themselves out. But so I know you're in lockdown at the moment in Melbourne, and that's going to come to an end next month. I'm not going to predict a date like Mystique because I haven't got one yet in mind, but I am hearing like it's soon. Like Melbourne's lockdown will be lifted quite soon. It won't be as long as Sydney's. Sorry, Sydney, but it won't be. Melbourne will come out of it sooner, and it will be next month. So just hold on in there. Sydney as well. Yours won't last much longer. Just hold on. You already talked about if you're fully vaxxed, you can have freedom stuff anyway. So, things are going to change, and Christmas this year will look different for everyone. I think as psychics, we can all almost agree that Christmas this year will look very different for everyone than last year. It'll be a much better Christmas, I feel. So if anything, like hold on to that, but always wanting to provide more for the fam. Yeah, but perfection doesn't exist, Dale. And that applies to your scenario there. Perfection doesn't exist. There's never it's never enough, or when is enough? Like, and I'm an editor, among other things, but it's kind of like when I'm editing, it's like, when is it enough? When do you go, okay, this is as best as the editing is going to be? You can keep, nothing's ever fully edited, if that makes sense. You can always edit the edit. So it's like, you can always keep providing, but you are providing. So again, change the mentality, change your attitude, change your outcome. It's one of my quotes. I think it's one of your questions, Eileen. Change your energy. It changes, but it basically change your attitude and you'll change your outcome. And it's similar to what you say a lot, Eileen, as well, in regards to just changing, shift your shit, basically. Erin, I know you're pretty perfect. I'm looking forward to some meatball soup and wine.
All together?
Wow.
Meatball soup sounds interesting.
I'm kind of still intrigued by this meatball soup, because I do like meatball in sauce, and I have the sauce with the meatballs and the bread. But meatball soup, I'm still trying to, I still haven't quite visualized how that works. But I'll try anything once.
At least, yes.
Yes. Will a new person come into my life, and will we have a family? Will a new person come into my life? Okay, so you're wanting a family, but you haven't got the new person yet. Let's focus on one thing first, Leslie, before we go to the other. It's interesting because it's like you're seeing a family before even meeting the person yet. And it's kind of like, let's meet the person first. Let's just slow it down and do one thing at a time. Yes to both as a short, standard kind of stock take answer for you. Yes to both. It's funny because they keep showing me the family more than the person, which is really interesting because you've got two children around you. So I don't know if there's one or you've got kids around you already, but they're showing me two children around you already. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe you have a family before you meet the person first. I don't know how miracle of God that's going to happen, but I'm just getting family first around you, which is really, don't know why I'm being shown that. I'm going to shuffle the cards here. A new person for you. Is there someone already around you, Leslie? Or is there someone that you maybe have pushed away recently? Or I feel like people come and go and there's like, Erin. I feel like, yes, there's a new person coming to you probably by December. I'm getting more like the later half of this year. In regards to the kids, that'll probably be in the next 2 years for you. If not sooner. It's funny because I'm getting two children around you really, really strongly and really like now. So I'm wondering why. And I love the water emojis that you use because in my head it goes somewhere else. But basically, so I'm inappropriate. But it makes sense to your question. Because, you need that to have the kids. But I'm just saying that you definitely got the two kids around you. And I feel like by the next 2 years, the two kids are going to be, because I keep getting that and I keep getting it really, really soon for you. In regards to a new person, I feel like that's going to be by the end of this year. Okay, that's all right. I feel like it will be your own because I'm getting two of your own children, but I get them really soon. So because of that, I feel like the person you're going to meet is going to be quite soon. And I do feel like if you haven't met them already, if they're not around you already, then you're going to know by the end of this year. And then expect things to move kind of quickly, really good and really stable, but expect it to move quite quickly and not slow. But I'll give you a 2 year time frame on that one for both. Yeah. Been asking for general, but realistic here. I'd like to know anything around my mental health. Okay. Yeah, I don't need the cards for this one. Yeah, your mental health, is it Tracy? Are you seeing someone at the moment? Because if you're not, I would start speaking to like a counselor or a psychologist at the moment to help you through this. I get the anxiety and I get the PTSD that you might be going through as well, because they're showing me that trauma that you're still dealing and managing. And I feel like you're kind of doing it a lot on your own and trying to manage it a lot on your own. I don't know how to say this politely, but it's like, try not to be too caught up in your head around this. Like, it's kind of like if you're being a bit stubborn around progressing, it's the blockage is here, and it's kind of like almost accepting where you're at and accepting what needs to change to allow that change to happen. And it's almost like, seeing the counselor or seeing a psychologist isn't a sign of weakness. And I say this a lot to a lot of people. It's actually a sign of strength. It took me quite a few years to find, I work as a trained counsellor myself, but in order to be a trained counsellor, I had to get rid of all my PTSD in order to be qualified, because they don't allow you to if you're going through trauma. So, I almost had to sign up to a course to be told, well, you can't do this course because you need help. And then accepting that, well, actually, yeah, I do. So it's almost the acceptance around you that I am being shown to. It's like, just accept the fact that it's not a weakness. It's not that you, I need help because there's something wrong with me. It's like there's so much strength that comes from this that is going to be so beneficial to you in all aspects of your life. And I do feel like it's the past trauma that you hold on to. And I know I was the same, so I'm speaking from personal experience, that I thought I could manage it and deal with it on my own. But the reality is you can't, because your body needs to process it. And we have it's called the vagus nerve on the back of our head. And that kicks in when we go to sleep, and that kicks in when we have trauma. And if that doesn't kick in properly or doesn't process what it is that we need to process and shift it from the back of our head where the trauma sits to the top of our head where it gets released, it doesn't get processed. And that's where anxiety and depression kicks in. And that's where I would recommend getting rapid eye movement treatment done through your psychologist or counselor to help move that trauma and help move that anxiety from your headspace and out. And it's amazing. It's amazing therapy that it's just, basically rapid eye movement. And I see that working for you really well. I do see you getting the help that you need, and I do see you processing over the next probably like 5 to maybe 7 weeks. But get onto it sooner, and just, I know with lockdown and everything, it's hard because you can't see people in person, but there's a lot of like phone counseling that they do at the moment that still is effective and still does work. And I think for you right now, it's just the talking. I think it's the venting and the release that you need to do right now that's going to help you to process and move forward as a starting point. And then as things open up, you can then get the actual in-person counseling that you need. But you've got to start that process. You really do. And again, don't see it as a sign of weakness. Don't be stubborn about it. Love and light, but I have to call it for how it is. And I feel like there's a bit of a stubbornness that comes into it that goes, no, it's fine, I'll work it out. Sometimes we don't. And you know what? That's totally okay. It's 100% okay. But doing nothing about it, that's the sign of weakness. The strength is doing something about it. And that's where that's where you're at. And it's not going to fix itself. Mental health doesn't fix itself. That's just the reality. So if you're aware of it, which you are because you've written it, do something about it. I'm blunt, I'm sorry, but I say with love and light because I can see that the process that you'll go through, you'll come out the other side and go, oh my God, why did I sit with this for so long? And a lot of people do. A lot of people come out of mental health or after counseling and go, why did I wait so long? I feel so much better now. Really? Anyway.
Yes.
Mental health is a hard one.
Do you want to pick any? Throwing it to you. I do want to ask who's got the sore wrist, because my wrist is really hurting.
Well, my nose is so itchy. Who's got the allergy? Is that you?
I've always got allergies, but my nose isn't that itchy.
So itchy. I saw another mental health in there. So I kind of, Jody, can I have a reading on mental health? Or on health?
On health.
I'm going to look. Lisa, did I read for Lisa? I can't move down. So I can only see what the first couple are. Vicky, my psychologist. Yeah, my psychologist is amazing too. Do you see me getting a new car in the next year? Yes, you'll get your new car in February, Jody. You asked about your health as well.
Lisa's the right wrist. Cool. I'll do a thing. I got you.
Interesting. Tracy, no, you were spot on. Jody, I know you've asked a few questions in regards to health and car. You're seeing a psychologist as well. In regards to the car, that's February. Just so you know. Yay, there you go. Okay. I've used Head to Help just recently. Angie, I've got another service that I might suggest for you. There's another free service, Andy, that you can use. Men's Line. That might be a good one for you to look at. They're actually based in Footscray in Melbourne. Online men's help. Men's Line's a really, really good free service that you can call. Look into that one. They're the people I'm going to want to, eventually I would like to work for them if I was to do this full-time online. Men's Health is who I want to work for. But they're really good. They do a lot of footballers and things like that. So I think, Angie, I see you fitting in better there with them. I was going to do a sore wrist joke, but I thought I'll leave that part. But Aaron, you did it for me, so thank you.
Yeah, she got you. It's all good. See the support?
I don't want another red card. Then don't get a red card, Jody.
You get the choice. You get to pick your car.
You do. You really do. Yeah, look into men's line. I think it's men's line or men's health. I'll send you the link, Andy, after. But yeah, they're the ones I want to work for. Anything for me on finances? Vicky. Sure, Vicky. Sense the struggle. I think, Vicky, though, I feel like I almost want to repeat the same speech about we survive from paycheck to paycheck, and you're not seeing that, but I'll look into it for you. There we go. So I feel like you've paid a few debts off recently, Vicky, and that's causing some problems, and that's okay. You got a lot of water around you, Vicky. Are you a water star sign by any chance? I keep getting water around you. Are you near the water? Don't know why I keep hearing water. Maybe not the water connection is, Vicky, if you can. I'm just waiting for a card to flip out. There you go. 3 of Earth for you. Your finances are fine. It's really interesting. I know you're asking about finance, but I don't get a problem around finances. Something in 3 weeks, though, is being paid off or being given to you in regards to you're in Aries. Okay. But I walk near the water every day. That's fine. I just keeping the water around you. That's probably just them me connecting you. 3 weeks, Vicky, around yeah, what? It's really interesting because there's some block or confusion around the money, because they're kind of showing me there's no real issue, Vicky. And I know you're probably like, well, there is, I'm struggling, but it's kind of like, well, are you really? And I say that with love, but it's kind of like, I'm not getting a real issue here. I'm just getting that things are just progressing really nicely, and you just need to see that. But the 3 weeks, so there's definitely money coming to you in 3 weeks. So again, I feel like someone owes you money here, or someone is paying off a debt to you, or you're getting a gift of money in 3 weeks. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's connected to the earth and it's connected to the groundness. So expect to be more stable, expect to be more grounded, I suppose, in the next 3 weeks around money. But overall, like, yep, your kids. Just overall, they're kind of saying there's no real issue. So whatever focus you have on money at the moment, shift that, change that, because it's the wrong focus right now, and you need to actually see your worth, see what you have, and know that you actually have enough. There's actually no reason for concern or stress. I'm sorry, like, there's not much more I can really tell you on this at the moment, just that you're kind of stressing for nothing. And if that's going to help you, and that's being honest, that's honestly that there's just no need to stress or be concerned. But look out for 3 weeks. Look out for the change in 3 weeks around the money. Okay. Danny, like, because I'm just looking at your thing now. Yeah. Danny, the advice I have for you at the moment, and I've kind of already told you this in the past, but I feel like you just need to hear this reminder, is that you need to really sort out the path that you want to go down. You know what path you want to go down, and I could hear you almost laughing and rolling your eyes at me, but hey, you asked for it. But love and light to you. I know you live next door, so don't come after me. But she literally lives in the next resort next to me. Look, Danny, you just, what they're telling me is, like, you know what it is you need to do, my love. You know what it is you need to do, and you know what it is you need to do, but you just need to do it. Stop procrastinating, stop overthinking, stop expecting the answer to come to you. Stop asking for signs. You've already got the signs. You don't need more signs. You don't need to use your pendulum. You don't need to it's like it's so clear, and I know you see it, and I almost want to put your like eyes in what I see to kind of show you that it's things are I was like big things are coming, and you've just said it. Believe it, see it, know it, feel it, but don't question it. Don't question it, and don't like expect like what's the word I'm trying to. They're kind of like don't it's like you keep asking for more signs, or you keep asking, and it's like you don't need more signs, you don't need more clarity, you don't need more anything. You've got it all. You've got it all in front of you. You've got the answers, you've got the training, you've got the opportunities. Start doing. Stop questioning and start doing. That's like, just start doing. My God, stop questioning. Just do it. Please do it. Because you're so talented and you're so trained that you feel like you need to do more training, but it's like you don't need more training. You're trained enough to get going. You've just got to do. Just got to do. Remove the fear and do. That's it. And nothing's going to change until you do. You're going to keep sitting there and keep questioning the same things until you start. And that goes to anyone watching, anyone that's got projects or things ready to go or wanting to do something. Stop like procrastinating. Just start doing. We've all been given the gift of time at the moment, so use this time to advantage to start doing. Don't use COVID. I hate when people use COVID as an excuse, and I'm sorry, a lot of people don't get that, but so many people use COVID as an excuse to stop themselves from doing what it is they want to do. COVID's actually given you a blessing of time. And so much is online these days now that there's very little blockage or very little way of still being able to do things. And it's just, we need to get out of this in lockdown, I can't do anything. Just don't get me started on it.
Sounds like a chat we had earlier in the week.
But it's the same chat that keeps happening.
Yeah. And Danny, I want to ask you, where are your priorities? Because the reason you're not moving forward is because your priorities, something is more important than what you actually say you want. Sorry. That might have been a little bit more direct than I meant.
No, I think Danny will understand. She's really good at...
have no filter.
Yeah. No, Danny can handle it. She gets it. But say it again, so the priorities...
Yeah, there's something that's more important right now. It's a bigger priority than her actually doing that thing that she's saying that she wants to do.
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense? The word in my head is priorities. Where's your priority? Because the bottom line is, when the thing that you want to do is your biggest priority, you'll do it. Bottom line. But if the fear is stronger than whatever it is, then the fear will stop you every single time. Don't let the fear stop you.
Yeah.
What's your goal? Where do you want to be?
I think that applies to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Choose the light. Split path, choose the light side.
Choose a light side. Okay. I like that.
Lights you up. Don't mind me. I think my cord tried to unplug. It's all right, I fixed it. Important for you. If you're looking, say you're looking at 2 career path options, and one of them you're like, yeah, that one's good because you're going to have the income, you're going to have job security, you're going to have this, you're going to have that, blah, blah, blah. And the other one you go, but I really want to do this one because it's going to help me help people. It's going to help me do this. And you're really excited about this, but this one's got the security. You go for this one, the secure one, the one that is kind of blah, blah. You're always going to question whether you should have made the other decision because the other side lit you up. The other side had that passion, that fire in your heart.
Yeah. And I know exactly what that is, Danny. So, and I think you do as well, which is your spiritual side. So, yeah.
Just do it.
Get into that Reiki, Danny, because you're going to be a good Reiki healer.
Reiki's awesome. I do Reiki.
Well, Danny does. Yeah, she does. She explained it to me so many times. It goes over. Like I understand it, but it's like that. There's Reiki, and then there's that next level that she does or will do,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's
I call it
rare.
Reiki on steroids. I had one day, I was on a phone shift for a psychic phone line, and I had 5 chats along the bottom of my Facebook screen because, what else do you do when you're on a phone shift?
Yeah.
And I got this pain in my neck, and I went, who's got the sore neck across all of them? And one of them came back and went, oh my God, I just told my mother-in-law that my neck was really hurting. I think I slept on it wrong. I said, do you mind if I do a thing? So I did a thing. So if I ever say to you, do you mind if I do a thing? It's because it's not just Reiki. It's a whole energy thing. Like I will literally sit there and draw that out and then breathe it out like John Coffey from the Green Mile.
Yeah.
No, it's literally on steroids. Reiki is so underestimated. It's super powerful, 100%. It's because it's energy. And that's why it works over time and distance and all the things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad I met Danny because, I'm going to get one more session from her before I go back to Melbourne. And then it's like, once a month, I'm calling you up because with what I do for work, I need Reiki to. There's only so much we can do, I think.
Darren, I think it was yours talking about.
We've got the wrist to fix.
Oh, my wrist is better now because Lisa claimed
you did it. Okay.
Yeah. I hope hers is eased, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, it either comes out as black dust that I breathe out, or I literally will be drawing out the dust, the sludge.
Oh, okay.
It's really bizarre. It's usually one of two things. It's either stagnant energy that will draw out as sludge. It just feels black and gross and sticky. It's really kind of disgusting. Or I'll breathe it out like dust.
Okay.
Yeah. But you'll find that doing the Reiki will enhance or open up other things as well, other giftings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jody, that's going to happen.
Yeah. And you asked about the car as well, Jody. So that's all happening as well. So, a few questions there, but it's all happening.
Yep. But you have to choose it. You still have to choose.
Yeah.
When we open our eyes in the morning, that's when our decision-making starts. Do I get out of bed now or do I snooze the alarm?
Yeah, well, if you
right?
need, yeah.
Yeah, but my alarms go, Mom, I'm hungry.
That's right. Your alarms are, they're different.
Yeah, exactly, Mel. That's exactly what happens.
I was about to say, I actually know someone in that does burping, which they didn't tell me about it when they did it. And it was like, you can imagine my surprise when I'm sitting there and they just start burping you. And I'm like, what's going on here?
Yep.
I know people, all they sneeze. They either burp or sneeze, she said. And it's the most fascinating thing.
Yeah, Lisa's awesome. Lisa's a Reiki master as well. And her body literally shakes while she is doing Reiki.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. All right, guys, we've just gone into chat mode now, and it is like an hour and 45 minutes. Now, number 1, I'll be back tomorrow night with Leon to do a sound and a group sound session, group chat reading thing. Descriptive. That's what's on tomorrow night at 8:30. September 25th, go and like the Sacred Psychics for Charity page so that you can get all the information on that event. It will be huge. We are super excited. Cannot wait for all the information to come out about it. It's secret squirrel business, obviously. And Michael, thank you so much for your time and your energy tonight and sharing your beautiful gift with us.
No, thank you. Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Awesome. You've frozen. Oh, there you go. You're not frozen anymore. At least you froze on a good face. You had a smile and everything.
Maybe I wasn't really frozen. Maybe I was just,
Awesome. I'll send you my picture, Lisa. Sorry, it's not you. It's me. I was busy. or
Oh.
something. She's going to do a distance session for me.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, so because Reiki can be done over time, distance, whatever, she uses a picture as a surrogate. So she'll go through the picture points to do the Reiki.
And let me know. Anyone that wanted to donate stuff for the prizes, just get them to give all that information to you, and you just send it over to me.
Yep, done. All sorted. I self-doubt a lot and tend to trust my own opinion. Nothing wrong with trusting your own opinion.
You a Virgo as well?
Maybe vague can be your next program. Hey, I know what my next program is. It's huge. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait to release my next program.
Yes.
6-month coaching session, coaching and hypnotherapy program.
Wow.
It's huge. It's really amazing. Yes, please, 3 sessions. Oh, 3 sessions, Lisa, for prizes.
Send it all to Eileen, and you guys work it out. It's up to you.
Send me a PM, and I'll message Michael and get that all across. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for being here, for being part of this tonight. I really appreciate your time, your energy. Michael, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all later. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, I'll be in the Shift Your Shit free group doing a mini coaching session as well. So if you're not part of that group, please join it. I will put a link somewhere, or someone can add it to the comments for me. That'd be awesome. And I'll catch you all later. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.